to use just the flame break. Not going to be enough to push him back though, but he's going to try to get just absolutely gibbed. He just got absolutely gibbed by Commander Sven at that last moment, and even Rubric managing to steal a spell just before the death. Rain Gaming now beaming down this top tier 2 tower. They actually would love to sort of change it. It's pretty much a tit for tat moment for them after losing their own sort of hard lane tower. So, but not great. The creep's too far away. They can't make too much of this happen. By the time they get there, there's going to be a Zeke back in action, and we can see the sort of players all huddling around this. I'm pretty sure Ventus intend to defend this, and if there's one red, hold that thought, there's the lasso coming from Lighten Up and Flaming Sheep. Flaming Sheep gibbed once again by Commander Sven. Great blink in by Grime, gets telekinesis up. Commander Sven taking a huge amount of damage there. Is he going to fall? No, he gets the refraction up just in time. Grime there under Moonlight Shadow, right in the thick of things, and you do see Rainbow starts beating down on Ventus players as they start beaming towards him, but is there going to be a full engager? Doesn't look like it. Moonlight Shadow down, one in the sort of benches for Ventus, but unfortunately Commander Sven is very, very low on HP, so he looks like he's going to have to head back, and after a lot of time and energy spent by both teams, it's just going to be a support that dies, so a little bit anticlimactic.
To almost get that kill, the arrow came sneakily through sort of the pack of creep and landed on the TA, which then the Centaur followed up with, and so nearly got the kill. It was frightening. But good job from the TA to actually survive. The Potic Shield and her refraction pretty much went up on her at the same time. She was
Rainbow's one trouble here.
Rainbow's, the Linkers does go off, so he should be able to get away just fine. But he's extremely aggressive.
Double edge on 756. I don't know if Rubik's really want to use that spell. 820 or 853 HP. And you're going to lose 400 of that with one ability. It's risky, you know, that last stand moment if you can. But yeah, it's
not exactly not the exact spell that you want on Rubik, but I've seen Rubik's make it work. So it's interesting, especially in sort of the 1v1 support build. You know, Rubik versus Shadow Demon kind of thing, and the Rubik just walks up and. And it's just double edged. I've seen it happen. I've seen stranger things happen.
7-5. Did we get the Batrider once in? He hasn't used his blink yet. Is he going to commit to it? In fact, he grabs Kronos. Kronos was there with the Shadow Blade. Gets absolutely give. Grime goes in with a nice stun again though. He's running for the heals though. Zeke on the side dropping stuns. See the 4-stop. Really great work there by Lighten Up on the high ground. But Grime is a hard one to bring down. But Commander Sven's the man to it. Technically used. There's see the waveform go through as well. 2 kills going the way of Rain. They don't look like to finish with this though. 5-6, or rather Lighten, is dropping some slows down on Flaming Sheep, but there we see the trap come as well. Flaming Sheep in a lot of trouble here, no way out, gets gibbed again. It's crazy when you see this Commander Sven hits just come through and blow people up. 3 in the benches, great opportunity, but once again, these creeps are so far back, but I think this time it should be enough for them. In fact, no, I lied, this creep is sitting right on top of them, so yeah, he'll take this tier 2 tower, no problem. And
the Batrider instantly paying off. Kronos was under cover of his Shadow Blade and just found himself in amongst 4 of Rain Gaming's heroes and instantly got gibbed. Though the Sentinel did what he could, but unfortunately it was already too late. And this might be Rax here.
It's a difficult defense, but they do get a nice arrow from Svet, but still 7 seconds till Centaur Warren is back again. And those towers going down quick, going for the range one, so maybe we have just one. Moonlight Shadow is used, Zeke running in very deep, throws a little bit of damage out. This shouldn't used on to Commander Sven. Rainbow just destroys one. Lasso up on Kronos, Kronos taking a lot of damage as well. Grime using the Centaur Warren, uses that Bob on as well to try. Oh, he actually managed to pick him off. Great work there. Smith is still in thick things, taking a lot of damage. Ulti, if it's down, he gets picked off as well. 4 down for XTC Rain, and in fact, it's not over yet. As Lighten Up wants out, 4-stuff, wants to kill him. He goes up the high ground. He's trying to get out. Is it going to be enough? No, it's not. Gem is on the deck. They see it being pinged out. Grime drops the hood, picks up a gem, so paying off immediately, but the full team wipe from Ventus. This game is just full of excitement. Range tracks are down though, so some work done, but how will Ventus respond here? Is Roshan up? Not up just yet. Can't commit to that. They've got to find something though.
The unspoken hero of that team fight was definitely Zeke on the Lina. He managed to get his couple of spells, and then with this max Fiery Soul build that he has, absolutely destroyed the supports, destroyed the Rubik, and then turned his attention towards the Abaddon and the team fight, and just melted the 2 supports before pretty much was happening. He was to the north of the fight while things were happening to the south, so really good play from him, and that's going to be a huge turnaround. We're going to see the Majola now coming at the night race, so his PS is starting to become quite scary. He's got a DD as well, so... What do you think of the Dragon Knight not going for BKB?
I tell you what, I think that BKB is always a good item, but I think to some degree you can kind of excuse it a little bit here. I mean, there's not a huge amount of magical damage coming out of the team. There's obviously spells like Waveform, whatnot that do hurt, but I think the massive problem at the moment is definitely the TA, and he has picked up some armor, which is important. But hold on, because the creation's coming in, shotgun, goodbye Zeke, you were a problem before, not anymore. Lighting up once in, 4 stops of Crime blinks away at the last second. Who's up on the high ground as Flaming Sheep will get away, and Ventus managed to scatter away back to base, and just for the death of Zeke, I think that they won't be too concerned about that. But Rain, you can see that they want to get very aggressive. They want to close out this match, and I just want to point out BKB is now up on Commander Sven. 10 seconds of him being able to run rampant. It's going to be hard for him to take him down now.
Yeah, I think where the BKB can be excused on the DK, a BKB on the TA makes a huge difference, because of the sheer amount of magic damage from the Shadow Demon, Lead, and Potem DK. I mean, they all have significant amounts of damage.
Bottom lane, Nitrate in a lot of trouble here. Will he be able to get? We see the slow come out. There's the flame break as well. There's no gem up though. So this time around, the Moonlight Shadow can be very effective, and XTC Rain on the back foot. But the Central War Runner has used his ulti. They want something in here. Are they going to find anybody though? They're a little bit further back. Smith seems to be the initial target. Now it's 756, but I think they might just get out of this. Nope. No, 756 throws down, gets the 4-staff on Kronos, who can't find the stun just yet. Oh, he's going to get somebody here. Does stun Sven, but he actually forced the back. 756 got a lot of trouble. Gets a Laguna bladed. Kronos now down Commander Sven. Commander Sven just running rampant though. Did not turn. There's the last two finally on Kronos. Commander Sven pops the BKB, but he wants out, and Luna just says oops and gets popped up on the side. But it's not over yet. Grime very deep in. Commander Sven starts beating down, but he's taking a lot of damage. Well, he would have effectively, but he's had the refraction of Zeke dropping those stuns onto Commander Sven, and Grime wants in. He's just gonna blow up though. There's the stun coming out from No, Commander Sven, no refraction after the mech goes off. There's a double edge as well. Now the refraction's up. Grime is gonna fall, does fall. Who's in the surround? Zeke, very, very low at the moment. Commander Sven can't follow up, and that's gonna beat down on the creep wave. And still very exciting stuff at the moment. And all that time, Rainbow sitting in the top lane, just farming away. In fact, he's taking a tier 3 tower. That's how you split push, gentlemen.
I can't believe he took that T3. I was so excited watching this action down bottom that I was aware that he was there, but I didn't know that I thought he was just sitting on the T2. I mean, he's got just an incredible amount of gold. He's almost got his full man style up. And considering the bad start that he had, he's now got 260 creep kills in the bag. I mean, looking at the net worth, I imagine that he's going to be top, and he's just behind, he's actually just in front of the TA with 1,000 gold. But I mean, really good work from him, and as a Morphling continues to pass, he gets scarier and scarier. As we said, the second rush go down from XTC, so they are looking in an extremely good spot here. I think they've got pressure coming in from all sides. Looking at the golden XP graph, I mean, it's tending back towards their favor. It's about 10,000 each, so
looking good. And I tell you what, there's a very rich TA again. Seeing 4k gold. What's it gonna be? I can't believe how much Commander just hoards. You're a hoarder, sir. Just sitting on these massive sort of lottery tickets, and
you sir are a hoarder.
Just purchase something.
Yeah, I think he.
Crystal's been picked up. So if it didn't hurt before, if you weren't scared of him before, would you like some crit with your crit? It's not nice. I would not like to be. I think particularly Flaming Sheep. I think he's the guy I would least like to be in this game. Zeke has slightly more HP. I don't know if it matters though. That is a huge hit that he's going to be able to put out. But a net worth at the moment really where you want it, with the 1 and 2 respectively on Rain sitting in the 1 and 2 positions with a nice sort of hope for Ventus with the Marana, Centaur, and DK. But you know what? I gotta say, Kronos is. He's not felt hugely effective this game. Oh well, I'm gonna have to hold that thought, because there we have the engagement. No. Actually hits a creep instead, so Grant able to blink out, but the Batrider wants something. going up the hill. It does have the gem again, so just trying to see if there's any vision up there. And this, if they get a team wipe here, it's over. If you fight here, you pick up a team fight, even if they're buybacks, it's gonna be so hard to defend your racks. And come on, with the Aegis up, it's gonna be very difficult for them. And we can see the damage already being dealt. And they obviously won't gauge cheaply on Commander Sin, but we do see Zeke beating down on the side. Flame Breath coming out from. As the illusions from Morphling actually ripping through, and Rainbow now in the forefront there with the body shield up, do pick up the tower all around the racks. There's the Centaur War Run, goes and gets ice dust down up on 756. Here the lasso in the background, Shadow Demon does manage to get the disruption of 756 falls on the side. Commander Sven chasing, who's chasing Zeke, actually in a little bit of trouble here on the side. Just people running away under the guise of invisibility. We see pingers coming out there. They're going to pick up this kill, but he does have, oh no! Oh, huge, but Nitrate's still in a big amount of trouble here, not able to survive. Does get out a little bit more damage before he falls though, but do see Rain still with the Aegis up. Is it going to still be up? The refraction of Grime's going to fall. Is it going to fall? Does fall. Kronos survive as the Laguna Blade used on the Lincoln Sphere. Kronos backs off to the hill, Zeke on the sidelines, and they do start descending upon that melee racks in the top lane. Kronos sort of trying to be some sort of threat, but Rain don't get. There's a huge waveform. There's the shotgun fall. Oh, what a huge force off. Grime pushed away. Who was it? It wasn't his teammate. So it's just a really great reaction by, I must be Batrider. Lucio though on Zeke. Zeke being pulled back. Disruption on him. Rainbow doesn't care. Going for the top. We see the huge hit coming on Zeke. Zeke almost on no HP. And 2 racks down. Rain looking all the way to lead the series 1-0.
That TA was so close to dying in about three separate instances in that fight. There was an instance where he was yeah, and the arrow hit that cover in invis and left him with absolutely 0. But there were no statues or anything, so they couldn't see him. So he was able to stay alive until his refraction came up again. Then the bottom tried to get him, and an excellent save from Rainbow with his shotgun came out. So really good play all around from Rainbow, who are doing really well to keep their teammates alive as much as possible. And that's 2 sets of racks. I imagine we got to see the end of this game fairly soon. Rainbow's being cheeky here on the cover of Ventus though.
Oh, he just wants to shotgun somebody. That's a lot of agility, man. And Zeke, I think you're being hunted, friend. But you know, I've got to say, this has been a great game. I really was impressed. That 4-star onto the Centaur War Runner. I'm looking through 4-stars, and I think only Batrider has one. So I know it could have been Rubric. I'm not sure if 756 was up there, but either 756 or, well, thank you, Rainbow.
Yeah.
It wasn't on Zeke, in fact, a little bit more alarming. It was on Marana. As we mentioned before, a little bit of a squishy hero, so the shotgun hurts. But that force off was amazing. It actually kept up the Templar Assassin in that fight, so it meant a huge amount. Just to the team sort of progressing through those racks, and now I've got to say, for Ventus supporters out there, it's not looking like the greatest position to be in. In fact, it would be pretty spectacular if they are able to come back from this. But what it has done is set up for, I think, an amazing series, because you've got to think that Ventus Gaming, they have a lot to prove, and they got to feel like, hey, we've made Rain bleed. We definitely had our moments in this game where we were looking threatening. But for Rain supporters, also got to be very happy with the performance from Rain. I think under one looked like a very, very strong early game draft for Ventus. They handled themselves just splendidly well, and it's all paid off in the end as they, you know, have very rich heroes running across the map at the moment. Bottom though, where the action's at. Oh, Rainbow's right there. He's right there. The shotgun goes off. Zeke is out. Kronos though wants to fight. He gets it by the way. So nice stun once again by Grime. Kronos getting beaten down though. Will they be able to pick him off? Do pick him off, and of course there's Mr. Modest then, you know, those big hits, and the action's not over yet as Grime heads out. We'll have that blink tag any second. He's gonna get off, does get off just at the last moment, and the GG is called. A little bit of a smiley face, and the wall blades come out. Demonic, yeah.
What an intense game.
Any final thoughts?
I mean, if this game won, I can't wait for game 2. I mean, it's great play from both sides. I think Ventus Gaming, I think this was actually more XTC's Reigns game. They did extremely well to just keep that Morphling alive in the safe lane. Once once Ventus was forced to support, especially on their supports, and leave them around up top, that's when Wolfling managed to get his farm back and then get himself back into the game, while TA and Batrider, which were just absolutely decimating Ventus Gaming. So really well played from Rain. But Ventus Gaming showed plenty of signs of hope, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to come back strong in Game 2.
And I got to say, man, I love the game, so I'm going to be very biased here and hope Ventus managed to take the next one. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. This was a lot of fun to cast, and we hope to see you in the next game. Whoa. Very important thing. Just a shout out to all the people involved. So obviously Ventus Gaming organizing this match, as well as Ventus Twitch channel and Nav Gaming or nAvTV rather for their stream as well. So thanks everyone, and see you soon.
See you now.
To the Lord, but we're all falling short, all falling short. I'll miss the ball, miss the mark, know that I can never give enough. But this darkness surrounds and I feel my heart pounding out of my chest. I need your peace, you please surround me. Through tears I fear this darkness will bound me. This darkness is hiding from your light. It's unreachable darkness, hiding from your light. It's unreachable. Reachable. burns as the feelings start. I put a wall around my heart, but you're breaking it down. It falls to the ground, 'cause I had lost what you just found. The noise all around, I'm drowning it out, like we're the only ones in the crowd. 'Cause you save me now, save me now, save me now, save me now, save me
Well, there's a Batrider again. There's gonna be a Center War Runner again, so for them this time. That doesn't quite work, does it?
Oh, I think we're going to see a disruptor pick coming up from Ventus Pro. I'm calling it now, so it's an early call, but I'm gonna say it. I think they're going to go for some sort of AOE strat involving the Ancient Apparition and Disruptor. We're going to see exactly the same first two picks come out from XTC, and that's going to be a Naga Siren, which is strengthening my Disruptor pick already. I'm feeling good about it, but chatting to Zeke earlier on today, he was quite a big fan of Disruptor in general, and I imagine that could be a little bit inside info. Maybe they're going to pull out that strat in game 2. But in terms of the picks, I mean, Naga Siren, are we going to see that Naga Siren as a carry? Is that going to be a support Naga Siren? I'm really interested to find out.
Yeah, I mean, one of the mysteries of that hero, I guess. I don't know, I get scared when I see Naga. I'm not gonna lie, right? Because Naga has the capability of being anti-fun.
I mean,
It's one of those...
The latest build made famous by Art Easy of EG is obviously the mid Naga Siren with the Radiance Rush. But before that, I mean, we've seen, back in the day, we used to see Naga Sirens with Diff Blade, Drum, that kind of thing. I mean, it's an extremely effective hero in changing up its builds and still being effective at the same time. It has a lot of options it can go, and a lot of it can even go support to pick up some mana boots, Poor Man's Shield, and be absolutely tanky in the early part of the game. It works really well with will combine really well if it is a support with the Ancient Apparition's Cold Feet, just to make sure that they stay exactly where they are. They're going to get banned this game, so we're not going to see that Centaur. And XTC, yeah, I'm a little bit sad as well, because I really enjoy Centaur.
He's the opposite of the anti-fun hero. He makes fun happen. Like,
yeah.
How often do you hear people sort of Centaur war run? Okay, guys, I'm gonna war run, then we're gonna run away. It's not how it works. The sort of gusto is that it's time to go in. But what I'm not sad to see is the Weaver ban out. I must say, I find Weaver, unless it's played by her boss, to be I don't know.
5 seconds.
It just
remaining.
runs away a lot. That seems to be what Weavers do. So glad to see him gone.
Anything played by a horse generally tends to run towards instead of away anyway. So we're talking about Havorst of Navi. All those of you, I see some people in chat are quite new to Dota. So Havorst is the carry for Navi, extremely famous Dota player, and is generally considered to be one of the most aggressive players on Earth.
and lovely to watch. But anyways, who knows? Maybe we haven't done these two teams right. Maybe there's a Havorst and somebody. I know. I think Commander Sven likes to be a little bit aggressive at times. So maybe we could have seen that with.
I think the Havorst award for game one definitely has to go to the Batrider on Lighten Up.
That was crazy.
He was so aggressive in the early game. He was channeling his inner Havorst. He felt the Havorst, and it was managed to get that extremely aggressive first blood, and then didn't hold up on that aggression for the next 40 minutes of the game. So he definitely gets that award.
Oh yeah, I've never.
Sven's not far there behind though.
Reserve time.
I must say, I don't think. Oh, nothing else matters. Sanking.
Yes.
So you and I. You and I know about this hero. Sanking is one of the old staples of Dota. It was. So for a little history lesson, I apologize for those who are not interested, but back in the day, when Dota did not have Captain's Mode, it didn't even have all pick. You had normal pick, picking heroes from either Sentinel or Hero Selection Pool. So Sand was just there. You always had a Sand King. It either went with a DP or it went with a Leshrac, but it was always there. Sand King is one of those old school wonderful heroes that I still love to see, and especially because I think that generally when he's played, there is that sort of okay, let's try to find some room for our Sand King to find that Blink Dagger. And when you get off a huge epicenter, it's magical. It's a magic moment, and I'm just glad to see him here. So I imagine you're also pretty fond of this hero.
I am extremely fond of Sand King. He always holds a dear place in my heart, and I love the fact that they buffed his Sandstorm to give him the ability, if there's not much pressure going on the lanes, he jumps off the bush, stacks a pack or two. With 2 levels in Sandstorm, he can pretty much get a Blink Dagger. I mean, I've seen as early as a 8-minute 30, 9-minute Blink Dagger on a Sand King that's left to do his own thing in the bush. So I'm really excited, and Sand King to me is just he makes plays happen, and he also is an extremely exciting hero to watch at any stage of the game. I mean, those big epicenters can turn team fights if the Sand King player is good enough to get them off. He's not going to have the easiest time, I think, this game with the Naga Siren and the Ancient Apparition. We're going to see an Elf Titan, so things are getting things are getting extremely interesting here. We go
one way.
We got a Faceless Void Disruptor. Calling it now.
I don't know about the Faceless Void, but I tell you what, this is some serious wombo combo. Obviously, one of the massive issues here is the presence of Natural Order. It is a really, really powerful ability in this sort of lineup, and of course that ulti Split Earth is just, or Earth Splitter rather, it's potent. It really hurts. It does a lot of damage, and when you can line people up and sort of take it from there, not this angle. Yeah, I like this angle, and then drop it. As long as the sleep is removed, that's going to hurt a lot. It's going to be a very different game, and I've got to say, good to see from Ventus Pro. Obviously, a lot of this, what we're doing now, is to take a look at Ventus Pro, how they play, what they can do. And what I'm glad to see is that the first matchup, it was very obvious that they were going for that sort of early game aggression with a very aggressive tri-lane. And now it's something very different. I mean, surely it's definitely got a little bit of aggression in it as well. But this is obviously a little bit more wombo conversion. And the beautiful part about that is, I think these are going to be Naga Siren engagements more frequently than they are disengagements. So it's going to be good. Yeah,
I mean, the Elder Titan is, we don't really see it in the EU scene anymore. I have seen it in the Asian scene, but generally it's combined with a Spirit, just because of the Natural Order, and the combination of Natural Order with the Ember Spirit makes him just deal a disgusting amount of damage. So, but are we going to see that Elder Titan run in the off lane? Is it going to be a safe lane with an aggressive tri-lane? And we're obviously going to have to see as XTC pick up the DK, which is most likely going to be their mid hero once again. It's going to be interesting. Are we going to see maybe even a TA pickup
10 seconds
for Ventus
remaining.
Pro. I mean, it did really well against the DK in game 1. If you've
I
seen it, do it.
imagine Kronos would love that sort of, hey, now it's your turn. How do you like this? What did you call in the previous game?
Reserve time.
The blades?
The Psych
Oh
Blades.
wow. Psych blades, yeah.
Yes! Yes!
Demonic, you're doing well here, sir.
Oh,
Well,
honestly, when I'm drafting for my own team that doesn't exist anymore, but when I would
10
never be able to
remaining.
predict what the enemy team is doing. But ever since I've started casting, I start
5
calling heroes, and
seconds
they magically appear.
remaining.
So I'm either a wizard or something has happened. But Disruptor
Reserve
is a pickup,
time.
which I'm extremely excited for. The Wombo combo is here in full. Are we going to see a? I would love to see a Dark Seer pickup come up from Ventus Pro as a final pick.
but where are you gonna put it?
It's, I mean,
Like,
it's gonna be.
Are you
It's
gonna
gonna
run
be.
this support titan, I guess?
Why not run it middle against the DK? I'm sure it'll be just fine.
We
5
tend to think of these things in what the
remaining.
professionals are doing, and I'm actually a big sort of protagonist of the. Like, I like the idea of going for something that's sort of unusual, but something that teams aren't expecting, especially these lower tiers, especially when you have a player who plays a particular hero very well. So why not? You know, why not? But anyways, let's chat about the bans. Lifestealer banned out, as well as Gyrocopter, and this leads us up to the last picks. And I got to. Do you know what I just realized? That there's one thing about this that we haven't quite mentioned. I mean, we've been
Tell
carried
me a
away with
story.
the excitement, but there's a very, very happy person on Rain.
10 seconds
Rubik must be
remaining.
whoever's playing. I imagine those players are arguing about who gets to play
5
Rubik right now,
seconds
because
remaining.
every single one of these heroes has not one but at least 2 spells you would love to get. I mean, obviously we talk about the Glimpse and the ultimate coming out from Disruptor. Ultimate maybe a little bit less so, but obviously Split is huge, and Ancestral Spirit can be annoying. Naga Siren, obviously the sleep is, you know, it's one of those beautiful things you want to grab as well. But Net or Riptide are also both very, very good spells. And Ice Blast. Well, anyways, just get these last picks over with. Probably the least interesting of all, the right clickers. It's going to be Razor and Medusa. Medusa, actually, I quite like this. I actually quite like this. Is very good against, you know, that ultimate is really, really powerful against exactly what Ventus Pro are trying to do. It's a great disengage, but it also can be used very offensively as well. Nice pickup. And pick your hero, sir. We don't have time for these strat meetings. We have some Dota to play.
Oh, I mean, the Medusa, I suppose coming out of sleep and then throwing off her ulti, if she's going to be able to get it off, if she's not under under Disruptor, if she's not under Disruptor ulti, etc., could be really good in sort of a counter engage in the team fight. And she's quite naturally tanky. It's almost worth talking about the fact that she's been changed a little bit in this latest version. Her split arrows have been changed to a straight 80% damage, but it's not targets, so it goes 2 targets, 3 targets, 4 targets, 5 targets, basically. So you actually have to level up your split arrows quite early. It's going to be interesting to see which build she goes. But on the side of XTC Rainbow, I'll just introduce these guys quick. We're going to have Rainbow taking up that carry Medusa, who did a really good job in the morphing in the last game. We're going to have Rain once again taking up that Rubik. He played Rubik in game 1, and I'm pretty sure he's excited to play Rubik in game 2. Smets, who did a really good job on the Abaddon, is going to be playing that Sand King, so we're going to hopefully see some plays coming out of him. Sven is going to be the DK taking up mid roll, and in the off lane it's once again going to be Lighten Up.
We'll have on the Disruptor, it'll be Zeke. He'll be accompanied by Ancient Apparition and the Flaming Sheep, as well as the Carrier. Or hold that thought, they're going to engage here. I've learned my lesson. I missed this one for doing exactly this, but no, they're going to disengage her. So it'll be Nitro playing on the Razor off in that offensive lane. Over on mid lane, we will have Kronos going to playing that RTZ Naga Siren, and finally over on the top lane, it will be a safe lane, Elder Titan played by Grimes.
So Naga got a little bit nerfed in this version. I believe her mirror images took more damage, and her Riptide was reduced from 240 to 225 AoE, so or 220 AoE. So I mean, it's quite significant increase. I mean, that 20 makes quite a lot of difference in the games that I've watched. So it's going to be interesting to see how she still holds up mid against this DK. But I think once she picks up her bottle, she should be okay. I've got to be up to XTC Rain to put the pressure on and make sure that she doesn't get that early relic. But they've got Rubik and Sand King, which are two great heroes to gank this Naga in the middle.
Oh yeah, and I think this, by the way, just to expand on that a little bit, is what's interesting, of course, is that Riptide actually does armor reduction, and one of the things that makes DK sort of very, renowned as solo mid is, of course, that armor that he has. So it's a pretty interesting kind of lane here. But I think DK should have the better of it until at least Kronos picks up his bottle. Over in bot lane, how do you rate this engagement? We're going to see this offensive Razor. Trying to find some farm, trying to out farm this rainbow, but I think
I would love to know the thought pattern behind aggressive tri lane. They don't really have any slow or stun. I mean, that's going to be able to shut them down. Disruptor and Ancient Erudition are also two heroes that you generally just want to get 6 before they sort of do anything. I mean, the levels on them is integral. I mean, if the Disruptor is 50 minutes into the game and doesn't have an ulti, things can go...
Smets is taking a lot of damage here. No glimpse yet though, so he's going to be okay. But that really hurt him. As my mouse starts giving me problems. Thank you for taking me.
It may be worth... we might just see Night Wraith just sort of ended here at one point, or maybe a bit of a lane swap once the Elder Titan gets some levels, just to make sure that these supports get their levels, because I mean, it's pretty cruel to their sort of Naga sleep strat which they have going on at the moment.
I gotta say, I'm a little bit worried here for Grime on the top lane. He's the last game with the Centaur War and a much more sort of well-recognized offlaner at the moment, and of course we know Elder Titan can do well in these sort of these offlane positions. We've seen it in the past, but at the same time, Batrider is he used to be a king of solo positioning, and I kind of feel like trouble here. A little bit more towards just how the game was played previously, with one player being so dominant, but.
Yeah.
We'll see how it works out. I mean, we can see Batrider is actually having a great time. He's picked up 13 CS, 7 denies already, and Elder Titan 5-0 being pushed out of XP range at the moment. Brain will be very, very, very happy with how that's going.
Oh, I was completely distracted by Rainbow, who was giving us a bit of a disco, turning off spamming his mana shield on and off. I just couldn't understand what that strange sound was.
I heard that and I just like, where's the furthest lane I can look at where I don't have to hear my shield?
But looking at the last hits, I mean, the big winners once again on the side of Rain. I'd like to get, I imagine, a fairly early. He's decided to go for that bottle again. Now it'll be interesting to see if he goes for the Tranquil Boots this time as well. If he's just going to decide to go for an even earlier Blink Dagger. I mean, I don't think he's going to struggle to farm it up by any stretch of the imagination, especially with this bottle, which should be coming out fairly soon.
Sorry, I'm just watching Smets like with absolute sort of. I just knew the claw was coming. He didn't want to waste the mana stun because nobody was there to help, but he just wanted to give him the claw. And that sort of but he got in the end. I want to point out, as this ward is destroyed, I really love this ward here. It's actually almost a little bit surprising where it's placed. I think it does give vision where it's placed there, but these wards over here, right here, actually it's on the bottom lane. Rainbow, actually in a lot of trouble here. He's being supported though. The telekinesis comes up and that disengages it. The Flaming Sheet took a huge amount of damage. You can see. But he won't be able to get around, and his allies are in fact backed up as well, so a little bit of a slower start, although guess who it is, lighting up at the top lane. We see the TP Sport coming in, will lighten up be able to pick it up. I think he will, and it's going to be a bit of a trade. Zeke managed to get some experience from this also, he won't mind. Also a good hero to find some early experience on, but First Blood does reproduce itself with the Titan Batrider living up to its name.
Oh man, Grime is going to be so wanting revenge on this Batrider. So that's First Blood that's going to come from him in both games to that Batrider. And I don't think this lane is going to get any easier. I mean, the Batrider's now picked up his Tranquil Boots, so he's even earlier than last time, and so he's just going to start on his road towards the Blink Dagger now. But his farm is doing extremely well. I mean, he's sitting tied with top with the DK, who's really winning mid. Doing really well against this against the Nagos. Just got 687 gold. It would be interesting to see if she decides to pick up maybe an Aquila or something like that first, before she goes straight for the Radiance. But it looks like Zeke's actually in trouble here. In the top lane.
Yeah, in fact, he just turns, man. He does not care for things like trouble, and he's probably going to pick up this kill as well. Even with Elder Titan there, it doesn't matter. He will get the last hit. And is he going to turn on Grime? I mean, Grime's got 2 stacks on him as well. I think he's going to commit to this. There's the flame break. He's going to pick this up, and that double kill, lighten up, is just putting a stamp on this game. This Batrider is going to be a problem very, very soon. 5 minutes in, he's half of his way off to the Blink Dagger. He's picked up 3 kills. That's a lot. That's level 8, man. I just want to take an actual hero level. That's 8 on the Batrider, who's the all-flame position, with 6 on the other solos, and Elder Titan only sitting on 5. This is the man to watch this game.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, he had 70 gold. He's up to 1,000 mid lane, just because of that excellent double kill. And I said, I mean, they don't really have any stun on the side of Ventus, so they, besides the nets, they aren't really going to be able to shut him down and stop him from moving around unless they pop the sleep. Or later on the Elder Titan, if he manages to land his Elder Titan stun, but that's generally not, you don't really see points on that stun until you've maxed out the other 2 abilities, just because of how good of you are. As we see the engagement in the bottom lane, it looks like Ruben's going to be in some trouble here, and he's down, so that's going to be at least 1 kill back in favor of Ventus, and they do get some damage onto Rainbow. He's got to be a little bit careful here. He's got 2 tangos.
Radiant's bottom
And
tower.
Look, Nitrate is in hard, eh? That's any force damage. He's going to get 2 hits on Rainbow, and Rainbow's down. Smets now. Oh, is he going to fall? He's so low. He is picked up again. Huge plays. Nitrate picking up pretty much the entire tri-lane here. And who's in the stars here? Commander Sven with haste. He gets pinged out, but he's going to back off. He really got nothing to do there about him anymore. But that really changes things. When we're talking about how well Lightning was doing, that's exactly what Ventus need to find a way back into this game. Or find a grasp on the game. It's still too early to say that.
I wasn't expecting Ventus to get sort of any kills. I mean, they've got 2 guns plus Medusa's mana shield in this lane. So I mean, killing any of these heroes is going to be, I would imagine, quite difficult. But Ventus making it. And that's now level 6 up onto Zeke on the Disruptor already, 7 minutes into the game, which is exactly where you want to be.
He's actually a higher level than Nitrate, and that pretty much comes from the solo experience kill he got an off-laner when he TP top try spot. So that's really important. And of course, it's one of the 6s you really want on your team, as that snake bounces kindly for Rainbow. I gotta say as well, I was really impressed with how well Static Link and Glimpse worked there. They really pulled up very nicely to give him just a huge boost of damage. And they actually put the pressure on the tri-lane. I mean, you gotta feel that Ventus is gonna have their nose up at the moment.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This is what I'd like to see though. I want to look over here. Nice little stack being set up here. I wonder if this is going to be used. They can't be using split shot, surely. No, not even being level up. So I imagine this is Sand King's zone. He's only level 2 though, man. He actually desperately needs it.
Yeah, he's been off in the jungle doing what he can. I mean, I think it's just that he's managed to get a stack off in the large pack as well. So, but he needs these levels desperately. So he should have level 3 now. He's going to try pull through here, but it's going to be too late for that. So that's going to be just fine. Meanwhile, Lighten Up is 400 gold away from his Blink Dagger. He's had an exceptionally good start, but something to keep an eye on is Kronos as well on the Naga side. For 2k gold, so she's doing pretty well on terms of her Naga time. And she's got some friends, and it looks like Rain might actually take the dive here. Oh, is he going to be able to get away? And the Lasso comes up, and Zeke's now going to be taking a lot of harassment on that tower, and that's going to be another kill for Lighten Up, and that's going to be a Blink Dagger by him. So at 9 minutes in, he's managing to bottle Magic Wand, Tranquil Boots, and a Blink Dagger. This Strider is farmed.
Once again, that might be slightly off, but 12 minutes is the average for a Blink Dagger. So that's really good work, and in 60 seconds we're going to see some action. We know how aggressive this guy was in the last game, so I can tell you that Lasso is not going to sit on cooldown for very long. 4-4 all leveled up, good time I think to just take a look at how the XP and gold graphs are reflecting. Experience at the moment 1.5k in favor of Rain, and the gold graph sitting at about the same 1.5. So Rain looking still pretty comfortable with they are, but I think a lot of that is actually the Batrider. In fact, if I take a look at net worth, it's Batrider sitting at 4.3k. followed by DK and 3.8, and then finally we see the heads of the Naga Siren and Razor start popping up. So it's kind of where you'd want it to be for both sides, except that Batrider is just too much, man, too much, breaking the game.
Yeah, I think the biggest difference is the offlaner. I mean, well, we say offlaner, but Grimes' net worth is sitting at just 2,200. Looks like he's going to go for that mecha. If we see an engagement onto bottom, Rainbow's ulti's going to go off, and which is going to cause them to actually just slow down. And now the stun comes, a beautiful stun coming out from Smets onto 2. Night Wraith may be in some trouble here. Rubik's trying to off his damage. He's got 3 seconds till he's going to be able to cast that Fate Bolt. It doesn't look like it's going to be... Oh, it is going to be enough damage, but he's going to drop because of it, and the 2 supports are going to try to get away here. And it looks like they are going to be able to do so, but that is support for a carry, so they're going to be pretty hairy with that. Meanwhile, on the top, Lighten Up's going to get another kill on Grime. Oh man.
Yeah, as we said, that Lassie's not going to be pulled off for long. I'm pretty sure that was exactly 65 seconds later. Wow. Well.
I mean, really interesting engagement.
Oh, middle lane, hold the thought. Kronos actually in a huge amount of trouble, gets brought down by Commander Sven right on his own tower. We saw that DD rune being used to great effect there, and he actually didn't even have mana to pop his ulti, so he was in a huge amount of trouble, and a lot of damage dealt to the tower. TPs are coming in though. Who's it going to be? It's Grime. Having a bit of a hard time so far this game, but trying to get involved middle. You know, okay, so let's share about how this game's going to progress, because we know what Ventus are wanting to do. They haven't been given the great opportunities to actually do that, but they obviously they want to find that Naga ulti to initiate, start forcing some fights, some team fights, and then you know, drop the hammer. But no ulti yet on Earth Splitter, or on ult item with the Earth Splitter, so it's almost like delayed a bit. So at what point do you think Ventus are going to say, okay, now's the time, guys, let's start doing this? Or do you think they're going to play this a little bit differently to what we expected?
I'm not sure. I think it...
Sorry, Smets is being pumped by Zeke and Flaming Sheep on the bottom row in there. Sorry, you were saying?
I think they sort of have to wait for Rain to group up, which is not really... I mean, the Batrider's gotten nothing but solo kills in the top lane. As we see Rainbow TPing out, he realizes that he's not in the safe place, and he's going to retreat to the safety of his base. He's got an Aquila, and he's working towards that drum, so he's doing just fine. Kronos is going to have to use his sleep here to get things off. The AL is going to come up on the top. It's Rubik has stolen the spell, which is the Kinetic Field, which is not exactly what mine's. Is he going to pop?
He's going to pop. Oh no! Oh! He needed one more. He needed one more. I thought it was gonna. 5-6 is very like he's walking away, but I kind of see the smile through the mask, like I get to live. But
yeah, he's happy that he survived there. There's no doubt in my mind. Oh, but we see Grime actually heading towards. He's actually almost got his mech. So I mean, even though he's died a couple of times, he's still getting some decent farm, and that mech is going to be quite important as we see Smets, Flaming Sheep actually pick up a kill on the DK. So a good gank coming out from the mid lane.
I tell you what, Smets actually not far. Yeah, we both saw that. This is going to be completely unbiased, this cast. We just sort of speak about the love for the Sand King.
Yeah, I mean, it's bias. I have no doubts in my mind. I'm heavily biased towards Sand King and Disruptor, just because I called it, but... We see that,
I was talking about another hero that we've been a little bit right to. It's lighting up in the bot lane. He's pulling Nitrate through that ulti from Disruptor. Not enough pretty down. We see the Earth Splitter go through. Actually hit 2. All they'll be able to hit. That's a great spell for Fruit to get, but he's actually in cooldown. Actually got the Static Storm though. Zeke running for the kills on the side. Rainbow following in pursuit. Ulti goes up from A onto Light Up. Light Up taking a lot of damage. I think he's going to be down here. No, we see the ulti come up through for Rubric in fact, and Grime walking straight through it. He didn't realize it was against him. He's taking quite a bit of damage. There's that Stone Gaze being popped as well. Grime heading for the hills. They're not backing up. There's a Snake. Is he enough to pick up the kill? Nitrate very low, and Flaming Sheep heading back to the barracks with his friend, and this means that this tier 2 tower is in a lot of trouble because Commander Sven's got that level 2 dragon up, and he's going to start beating away at that tier 1 tower. Middle lane though, is there going to be some action? Just some heroes saying hello, and the tier 1 does fall. So first tower going the way of Rain, and looks like they're going to just do a little bit of damage to tier 2, just tease it a bit before they back off.
Glancing in between a rock and a hard place, just below this T1 tower, as the Ventus was trying to back away, and the Elder Titan, I think, wasn't aware that it was the Rubik's ulti. He spent a lot of time. It's just just relaxing. But
he's sort of charged through it. I don't think he was there for the initial fight, so he's probably, okay, this is cool, but this is friendly, and then he started taking a lot of damage and couldn't cast any spells. Like, oh, okay, I need to get out of here. Oh wow, look at this Illusion Rune over here, just smashing apart the creep waves, and this is, oh, what's that? It's the last two. Is it enough that there is that sleep in the background that choose to use? No, it's on cooldown. Managed to pick up an easy kill, and
yeah, Kronos has got enough for his relic. He does not want to go anywhere near a team fight, I think, until he's got that in the bag. And we're going to see that relic. So 15-minute relic, we're going to see maybe about a 20-minute radiance coming out from him. So that's really not a bad timing. The average time, I believe, is 21 minutes on a Naga to get the Radiance Rush, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure K-Pop Toasters gave me that stat the other day.
Cool. Well, actually, I gotta say, one of the other interesting things about Radiance is when you have it, you often win. I think that item, when it's picked up as the first item on Naga, has something like a 70% win rate. It's really huge. It might be a little bit warped because, as we know, it's popular with certain teams that are performing very well. But I love EG. I'm so glad that they're doing well. But yeah, so it might be a little bit biased, but it is a great item to have. So as you mentioned, he's on track here, and if he gets a little bit lucky, maybe finds like a nice free kill somewhere, or a team fight goes their way, maybe a tower falls, it could even be accelerated a little bit, and that'll be great news for Ventus fans out there. But as for Rain fans, guess who it is? Lighten Up wants to go in. He gets a glimpse very far back though. Long ride back home, but he is just controlling this area. This is his lane, man. This is the other safe lane.
What do you think about the max damage build coming out from Disruptor? As we see the sleep come out, and Disruptor's on her way, the Elder Titan ult is coming in as well. This is going to be devastating. The Static Storm goes
Rubik 756 steals it. This is going to another Stone Gate is there. This is a huge fight. Grime gets exploded. Flaming Sheep's down. Zeke's getting popped on the side. He wants out. Nitrate's running for the hills. That's 3 for 0. A tower falls.
I don't believe it.
Fortunately, Kronos able to get out. 756, you absolute beauty. What a steal. What a moment.
I don't.
Oh no.
He's not done.
Kronos pulled it to the high ground. He's trying to TP out.
He's got a TP. Oh no!
He's down.
Devastating.
Rain looking beautiful. Wow. Do you want to take us through that? Because that was insane.
I'm speechless. I'm literally. What a play from Rubik to get the sleep. How did he get the sleep off? I mean, Naga Siren surely must have cast Riptide, or I mean, to get the sleep off, like. To steal the sleep, get it off, and the whole of Rain just waiting. Stone Gaze goes off, and suddenly heroes just start dropping left, right, and center. I mean, it was a magnificent turnaround engage from Rain Gaming.
Oh yeah. I mean, I watched the sleep. It was a bit of a panic situation because when Kronos actually popped the sleep, it happened to be at the point where the Rain players had turned around, so none of them were initially caught in it. Oh, hold that thought, because Medusa, Rainbow, in a lot of trouble here. He's going to get popped off. Ventus not happy with their last result, and so we're going to take your carry for that one. But, man, let's take a look at the gold graph quickly. XP at the moment, 10,000 in favor of Rain, and gold graph sitting at about the same. That's a huge lead, and a very hard one to come back from this early. And that's a stat that I do remember, and it's close to 90% chance that the team that's that far ahead is going to win. But Smith's in a lot of trouble here. He's going to get glimpsed back, surely. Oh no, it's a cooldown. Smith's gonna walk out of this. Everything is just going the way of Rain at the moment. I guess we should start calling it XTC, but Ventus can't catch a break.
Yeah, but that's an interesting pickup coming out from the DK. I would just like to say he's picked up the pipe as his first sort of major item after Treads, and I quite like this actually, just because they don't really have a natural pipe carrier on their team. And it helps so much with the Static Storm and Elder Titan builds as we see.
You know, he's taking a huge amount of damage. Try and TP out, doesn't manage to.
Yeah, Grime's got 1 level on that stun, so good TPs are no longer going to work. So good counter kills. They managed to pick up 2 cores from the Medusa and the Dragon Knight. So those are two heroes that you really sort of want to keep down, but the Dragon Knight didn't have that too much gold on him.
Yeah.
Well, that being said, he's got 1,500, so not hoarding as much as last game, but he's still doing okay.
Yeah, he just hasn't had the chance yet. He's waiting for it. But I tell you what a great response from Ventus Gaming. Like, they recognize how the crisis that they find themselves in all of a sudden. That fight is really one of the key moments of this match, regardless of which way it goes. And they're saying, okay, we got to find kills, like right now. You can see the immediate response to them, like, you know, we're going to go. We're going to find these guys on the map. We're going to pick up these kills with glimpse. And, yeah, it's worked out. You know, they're pulling it back, sort of one kill at a time, but they've got a long way to go till they undo that. One of the things you mentioned before, Naga's Siren, she was really close. In fact, she's picked up a lot of farm. I was going to say at about 90 minutes, she's sitting on 200 gold, but she's picked up quite a bit already, so should see still a pretty well-timed Radiance. But as you point out, some nice items coming out on the side of XT at the moment. The pipe is a very interesting one. It's a very selfless item because, you know, you would kind of think BKB is the way to go. You're going to be on the stack storm, you've got to get out of it. Pipe actually helps his team a huge amount. So obviously something that they've discussed and they've agreed to do. And lighten up, looking for some prey. I think they're going to find it too.
But
if they grab Kronos,
no.
oh, the glimpse. Ooh, I'm not sure the glimpse and Lasso interaction, but that I had this nightmare thought of what could have happened. I think it just breaks it. Yeah. Imagine if it didn't. I kind of wish it didn't. Be very interesting. I don't know if you've ever seen those Magnus skewers into glimpse, where the Magnus is TP'd from base, and you pull a team into. Yeah, those are fun to watch.
Those Dota plays, man. Whereas we see XTC smoke, and they're coming around. It looks like Night Wraith is going to be the sacrificial lamb. Yeah, they're heading into the forest, so they just want to lay down some walls first.
But lightning goes here. There's the Lasso.
Go up into Night Wraith, and this is going to be a free kill.
Boom,
Stacking
boom,
the
boom.
stuns, but it doesn't matter.
It was more like a sort of spectacle of spells there. It seemed every time somebody's spell hit, the next one in line there's up. So pretty much as bad stacking as you can get. But I think there was also sort of a little bit of urgency. They didn't want to really get caught up by the sleep or something. So makes sense. Radiance is up on Kronos. So some good news for the Ventus fans out there. And this tier 1 tower being beat down. There's no tier 1s taken just yet. So this is actually pretty important. It's a lot of money. Pick up 3. It really changes the face of the game. But over on top lane, it's a tier 2 that's under threat as Rain start beating down their own tower. Do you see the tier 1 fall? There's actually enough time to defend this if they want to, but I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can.
This, 756 is extremely close to getting a Blink Dagger, which is going to give 3 Blink Daggers on the side of XTC Rain, which is going to throw their ability absolutely through the roof, and it's just going to slowly but surely shut down Ventus's map control throughout the map. They're doing really well. They're going to put some pressure. They need to get back to base though. There's pressure going onto this T3.
Yeah, they're not giving up, and will we see a great capture? Oh, the lasso's being used, Zeke, but Light Up kind of stuck there. Zeke does get pulled back, but he's actually managed to survive. The pipe is being popped. Night Wraith, oh, there's the Song of the Siren. Can they make this work? Can they make this work? Not much happened. Simpa just gets destroyed. It's a big epicenter. Smets, though, not able to do enough. Rainbow in a large way. Popped his ulti as well. I hear a glimpse. Where is it? It's light enough. It's going to be the target. He's heading off into the bushes. Uses the flame break, try and buy himself some time. He's still in a lot of trouble here. TP is going out. It's going to be Strain getting for the heals, but light up is going to fall. Does fall, and actually a really handy fight going the way of Ventus. It wasn't quite what we'd expected. I was looking for this big wombo combo. It didn't really happen. Decent epicenter, but not enough. And Ventus managed to not only defend their axe, but actually take a handy team fight. No deaths, I don't think.
Yep, no deaths on the side of Ventus. They managed to get 3 heroes on the side of XTC. They didn't get the DK or the Medusa, which I think is really the heroes that they really want to go for at the moment. Because if Medusa gets enough, she just becomes brutal. I mean, there's no other way to say it. She's one of the hardest carries in the game, in the extreme late game. So, and she's almost got a Skadi. She's got the double ulti orb up on her at the moment. So she just needs that point booster and a Orb of Venom to complete things, but 1,900 gold up in Kronos, so he's almost got his boost to travel. And he's just sitting in middle, burning away some creep.
And some Smets. Yeah, that's pretty interesting, by the way, the fact he's gone Skadi. Skadi, not really one of those sort of items we see a great deal of. It's not the best value for money, and often you see the Medusa goes for that, like Lincoln Seal or something like that, but I tell you what, especially I think Tomonaga as an old school player probably also remember the days of every carry going Satanic and Scotty, because you know it was the way to play it, and I still stand by the belief that Scotty can have massive effects on games. It really is a game changer when you can afford it, really. So in this sort of environment, it's a pretty good one. Lighten up though, stalking some prey. Excuse me, in the top lane, and looks like Trainer looking for some action here. Interesting to see no attempts on Roshan here. 25 minutes and nobody's even sort of ventured towards him just yet. Oh, hold that thought! Come on, Spain getting glimpsed back. He's into the Earth Splitter. He's trying to TP out. It's not going to happen. Easy pick off on the DK. Shy of that BKB, which he would have been desperate to have once again. That's the second time, man, where I think he's like, I just imagine being like, I hate this team. I hate that I had to buy a pipe. I would love the BKB in both these situations. And, well, there's that Scotty. Rainer just finished it.
Glimpse showing off its worth in this game. Disruptor has been integral in a lot of these kills. Just glimpsing those heroes. Either it's the Batrider back to keep themselves safe, as we see Ventus going through, or just as XTC Rain is running away, just to glimpse one of those heroes back and get the pick off. And getting it off on a hero like DK is just going to slow down his BKB, which he wants so badly. He just needs the recipe, so he's not that far away from it. But I mean, every bit helps. And Kronos did pick up a Yasha, so he hasn't decided not to go for those boosted travel, which is the most sort of common second item. Lighten Up is actually going to get spotted out here, so they know that he's there.
Oh, the huge ALT flies in. He's picked off immediately though. What's going to happen here? I think they're going to have to... Oh, it's 756 is pulled back. Is he going to steal something? Might be keen to try and pick up the glimpse. Isn't going to happen. Roshan does fall now. Smith with the haste goes in deep. Rainbow there's a stone gauge. This could be some trouble here. Cronus might just fall here. He's really close to being killed off. Doesn't fall. There's a Stay Storm. This time, Inducey DK running straight into the Stay Storm. Zeke getting picked off by Smets. Grime chasing him after him. Grime taking a lot of damage. Well, Wolf fall as well. So, two brought down for the price of Batrider so far. But the Age is still safe and sound. No, hold on. Yeah, there we go. It's on Nitrate. I thought for a second that it had gone astray, but we do have it up on the Lightning Wave. Interesting choice of that one. I would have sort of expected that.
I thought I saw the Medusa pick it up after him, but it explains why he was playing so tentatively in that Roshpit fight, just because he didn't have the Aegis, so he was just trying to stay. And good for him for staying alive.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a good time to take a look at the gold graphs at the moment. It's actually kind of stabilizing. We see it's sort of hovering around the 10k mark at the moment, and the XP as well sitting at about 10k. So it's good news for Ventus in the sense that they're holding out. They're not getting any much worse for wear. But I gotta say, man, against the Medusa, it's one of those heroes that just becomes so hideously difficult to bring down. And one's got to think that Rainbow is going to be looking for something. Hurts a little bit more now. It'll be interesting to see what he does decide to go for. I mean, I think Butterfly might be, I'm probably saying, I think Butterfly might be a little bit too soft actually. I think we might be wanting to pick up something that's got a little bit more boom in it, but then again, it would make him even harder to bring down, so choices ahead, and he's finding some money. He's sitting at 1.8k at the moment.
Yeah, he might pick up the Lincoln Sphere just so that he doesn't get his damage stolen in the fights. I would be okay with that decision, just so that the static link pops off his Lincolns, which is just going to make it a little more difficult, because I mean, split arrows do absolutely no damage, and the Medusa's doing no damage, so good work from Smet to get out. He still gets stunned, surprisingly, but
yeah, he's going old school. It's that barrow striking stuns, man.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things I love about the hero. It's just that the mobility is insane. Really does offer you the opportunity to just sort of outplay your opponents, and Smets sort of giving us a little bit glimpse of how it can be used. Man, these tier 1s are still standing. That is probably the most worrying thing.
Yeah, what's
Do you think there was a tree in this game?
Tier 1s are gold in the bank if Ventus managed to take a team fight. So, and gold in the bank with a Naga Siren who's still farming fairly well. He's almost got his ultimate orb working towards most likely his Mantis style. Though he may still want to pick up those boosted travel just to try and split push as much as possible. It's so good on Naga Siren just to make her a little bit more mobile and to make her images keep on split pushing around the map as much as possible.
Oh, wow. top lane. Lighten goes in. He actually gets glimpsed though. Great reaction by Zeke. Immediate glimpse and saving Nitraz from what looked like an untimely demise. But they haven't quite given up yet. They're still sort of stalking the perimeter. Lighten Up just... Oh, wow, Lighten Up, what are you doing? He's so far in. He's actually taking a huge amount of damage, and Kronos accepts his offering with that Riptide, and over-aggression and not paying off, and all of a sudden Ventus on this front foot, and this could be finally picking up a T1 tower. You're saying money in the bank? There's a lot of money in the bank at the moment, because each one of these towers effectively gives you 1,000 gold, and you know, when you're 10,000 gold behind, but there's 5 outer towers left on the map, it makes a huge difference. I mean, if you can split that in half just by getting some tower gold, really good news for Ventus if they manage to pick up a couple of these guys.
Yeah, I mean, the Batrider went in deep there, man. I mean, he was in... not sure the thought pattern behind that, but this might even give Ventus 2 towers here. That's going to be a huge swing in their favor if they manage the Batrider plus these 2 towers. The flip is going to go off. Batrider has still got 14 seconds. Boost travel are going to be the pickup for Kronos, so he decided to go back for those boost travel. We've got 1 TP coming in at the moment. It's going to be Rainbow. He's just going to get glimpsed back to base. And now Rain...
Sven in a bit of trouble here now.
Might be in a bit of trouble, yeah. All the sleep's gone off. TC ulti.
Thanks. We see the mirror image being used, but Spence in the thick of things, busy LT. He's taking quite a bit of damage himself. Zeke taking a lot of damage, Grime taking a lot of damage. Both of them going to fall here, but will it be enough? We do see heroes fleeing. Spence going to fall thanks to timing wards. Flaming Sheep probably going to fall here. There's 756 on the side. The Aegis is triggered here, and they're swarming around him. Nitra's one sub. He's going to pick up one though for his trouble. He's still heading for the heals though. Hasn't popped the drums yet. I don't think his heals very good about making out of here. And does fall as well. Over in bottom lane though, some good news. Kronos still pushing away, has now picked up the boost travel. If he can pick up this tower, if he finds it, that's actually really significant though still. That will be a lot of money going the way of Ventus, but he's going to have to back off as TP's come in. Oh. Have any thoughts on this last little passage of play?
Oh, I mean, what a messy team fight coming out from both teams. They did manage to pick up the T2, but they lost 4 heroes for it, so I don't think it was worth it. The Naga did survive though, which I think is probably the most important thing for Ventus Gaming, just to keep this Naga up and farming for as long as possible. She's got 2,300 gold in the bank, she's got a boost to travel, so she's going to pick up her ultimate orb and most likely get that Manta style sometime soon. I'd love to see her get something like a heart. She needs this. If she can get up a bit more HP, she's going to be a serious problem in this team fight. But on the other side, you've got Medusa, who's managed to go full Wushi, and it's got 5,700 gold in the bank at the moment. So we got to see an item coming up from her sometime soon. I would hope, at least.
It's been, I don't know. It seems a little. Yeah, it's just been a little bit slow out the bank to spend his money. I think these guys just like having money. They just look at it like, yes, my shinies. And you know, look at the damage those illusions are doing. Look at the amount of that rot. I mean, 756 is actually, he's in danger of dying. I mean, I watched most of that. Oh, he's gonna hit it! It's gonna be dead! Oh, wow! Talk about in danger of dying. Cannot let that happen when there's an A on the field. Flaming Sheep smiling all the way down lane as another little bit of space being granted here.
That's an Argonum Scepter Ancient Apparition ulti. So he's
naked Aghanums.
the naked Argonums.
Think we'll see one up on Zeke anytime soon? I mean, that's another decent Ags there. I mean, no more pipe for you if he does pick it up. I mean, I would love to see. He's got 1,800 gold. Oh, it's gonna happen again. No, this time Smets goes the other way, and I hear the lasso. This is very bold by Lighten Up. He's very high up on here. Pops the BKB. There's the epicenter coming out from Smets. Goes in with the Burrow Strike. A lot of damage being dealt, but it's not enough. Lighten Up gets netted up. Gonna fall. Ventus game with it, tells her. Rainbow says no, he chops the ulti, but there's the Song of the Siren coming out. They want out. Kronos though, in the thick of things anyways, and they all turn their backs to that Eye of the Medusa, but Kronos gonna fall anyways. One of his magic does fall. It's a huge amount of damage. It's Solid again, but is it enough? 756 took a huge amount of damage. He's glimpsed back, he gets popped off by the ulti from Nitrate. Nitrate following up. That's 4 down for Drain, and fall up for Ventus Gaming. Talk about an opportunity to take towers. Now is that they have to capitalize here. This is the chance to get back into this game and make it work, boys. Make it work.
Wow.
I want to see game 3.
What a team fight coming out from Ventus Gaming. Just managing to pick off the Batrider, keep those heroes separated for them. Picked off the Batrider, picked off the Sand King, used the sleep when the Medusa cast his ulti. It was just a perfect sequence of events. Sure, the Naga went down, but that was probably he was a little bit aggressive and came up into this hill with 2 heroes standing looking at him. But I mean, if he had stayed with his team, I don't even think that he would have died. I mean, so they lose 4 and take a T2, which is another brilliant swing back into Ventus Gaming, who are now back in the game at 22-22.
Yeah, and the gold graph looks a lot better now. Sitting at about 6k, it's not a huge amount. That's at 35 minutes, you can come back from that. And the experience graph still very heavily in range here. I'm not sure if that's just updated. They did pop ahead to 14k at some point, but add a Roshan to that. That's looking really healthy. That's looking really healthy.
Yeah, and
I tell you what, I don't know if the XP graph matters that much because, like, there's Aghanim's up on a multiple. I mean, it's like Aghanim's Dotia. Zeke's sitting on 3.1k. He's not far off an Ags as well if he wants it. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it's pretty much an AoE doom. You can't use any items once that disruptor picks up. If you're in that static storm with the Aghanim Scepter. So if he gets that up, which he is pretty close to doing, it's got to be devastating. I mean, the pipe's not going to be able to go off. No blink daggers, nothing of the sort. I mean, not even 4-stars. You literally can use nothing. It's an AoE doom, and that's if you get that with the sleep coming up from Kronos, that could be game pretty much right there.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke in the previous match about the desire to see these things. This is one of, I mean, a little bit more regular. I think we see these Aghanim Scepters built, but I'll tell you what, man, it would be a huge comeback. It would be a huge comeback. 10k down at 18 minutes, and they're dragging it back. And wow, look at that, man! It's about 2.7 or 3.75k at the moment in favor of Rain Gaming. If this momentum carries through, we're going to game 3.
I'm really looking forward. I mean, no matter what happens in this game, both teams have played an exceptional series. I feel. I think it's good things for the Winter Leg, which is the Telkom DGL Winter Leg, which is I work there, so I suppose I should advertise it. Which is so. But Ventus, I mean, looking strong here, and I'm not sure what Raid could do. Let's go there for a second. If you're thinking like exciting SA Dota, the first division is actually going to be a really great spot to watch it because these two sides I believe are both sitting in first division in the next season, and they're joined by Pride as well. There's another exciting side, as well as some others that would probably be offended if I forgot the names. But I'm just going to say so I'm in first division, so fire away.
Okay, well, the point. There you go. I mean, you yourself have got a lot of experience, so there's going to be a lot of exciting games, I think, in the first division of DGL this season. So it bodes very well for SA Dota, and I think we're watching sides that would want to be in Premier as well. I think all three of the teams I mentioned, and I imagine your side as well.
Here. We're about to. Oh no. As XTC wraps around, Ventus decides, if they get caught on the low ground here, this could be devastating. They're coming back into the high ground. They feel that something may be up. But both teams just sort of. Night Wraith might actually be spotted out here. I think they know. The pings are coming up. They know.
Yeah, Night Wraith's gonna see them all now, and the blinks away. Come on, Sven left at the back. It's the ult coming out from Kronos. Is he gonna use it? He does use. ALT fly through though, a lot of damage being dealt to Kronos though. He wants to get off the ult, he can't get off the ult. Kronos is gonna fall, does hit the Aegis, Flaming Sheep drops, Smets with the empty into Night Wraith being beaten down with all that slow, and Kronos back up. You're gonna have to pop the Song of the Siren. Will the Earth Split, it's been used. They need to get out of here, abort mission. Kronos just running the old fashioned way. Grimes seems to be the target. No, it's the neutrals, so the target. Spets running away as the illusions beat down him. Looks like somebody went bottom. It's Rainbow going to farm up, and exciting stuff. And Rain say no. We're not ready to lose this game. We don't like this momentum you have. Here's some of ours.
Rainbow decided to go pick up that full with that 6,000 gold. He decided to pick up a full butterfly. He's up to 3,000 gold.
Oh yeah.
again. So I mean, there's going to be another major item coming out on him. Maybe something like a Daedalus or MKB, which just some. I think he just needs even more damage. I mean, he's pretty.
This is gonna happen, though?
He's tank enough.
This is happening. This is just gonna go. Kronos versus Rainbow. Ulti flies in. Kronos taking a lot of damage. Kronos needs to run. Rainbow's gonna take this kill. It's a solo kill. He turns onto Zeke. Flaming Sheep's trying to help out. See that split arrow dealing some damage. He saw once and he says, I want to fight. Gets, oh, he need one more. Glimpse back. Now he wants out. The gem is on the deck. Being pinged out, but he can't go back and pick it up. Surely not with Night Wraith around. And, wow. Not to that one. Crime though, beating Rain. Look how much damage. That is amazing. He took so much damage from just the creeps there. He's gonna find a little bit of HP. 709 HP at 40 minutes with some very powerful. Oh, Night Wraith 4.3. There's so much going on. This I don't know. I don't even know where to go. Mesh of its Reaver picked up by Night Wraith.
He's
he
really tanky. With that Argon of Scepter, BKB, and the Reaver, he's. I mean, once he pops his ulti, he can 1 smash through towers and 2 smash through heroes. If he stays alive long enough to, in a team fight, he got in that last team fight, he got sort of he was forced to the north and got picked off by the Sand King. So he wasn't where he wanted to be in that last team fight. But I think positioning for him is going to be everything. If he gets to the right position and they are in the right position for a team fight, Ventus just crash. I mean, they've got a Veil of Discord as well on the Elder Titan, something that I quite like as well, and combines really well with the Disruptor and pretty much all their spells actually.
Yeah, I mean, wow. I don't see where this game is going anymore, man. Like, this is too close to call. Zeke is still sitting 3.3k. He could. Oh, there's engage the Grime picked off here. BKB's up. Smith's ulti pretty much wasted, but Night Wraith walks into it. Earthsplitter goes through the middle of it. Rain 1056 falls on the side. Another one drops 2 down. Commander Sven gets blown up as well. Rainbow though says I want in. Some of the Siren used no BKB and Rainbow, so you can't battle through it, and they're going to disengage and they're happy with this. They turn around, lighten up. On the side is going to find some. Oh, he's glimpsed back. He's glimpsed back. He blinks out immediately though. Will they try to re-engage her? Kronos is faster. Net flies pretty wide. Flame break. Not used just yet. He's got to try at some point 4 staffs down the side. Turns up. He's not quite sure which way to go. He blinks right on top of Kronos. He's down. ALT flies just for effect. Naga Siren picks up another. Ventus Gaming pretty much like king of the roost at the moment, but Grime still going up against Rainbow. Rainbow gets brought up by that static link, but he actually moved away from him surprisingly. He's got that double damage on him though, so he's hitting pretty hard at the moment.
Yeah, it's not that you want to stick around with a DD, but I mean, he's no heroes died there on the side of Ventus. That was a 4-for-0 trade, and what a team fight coming out from them again. Picking out those 3 heroes quite quickly. Rainbow didn't try to come around the back, but the sleep just went off, and Ventus managed to get away safely. And just another.
This is kind of why I don't like the butterfly. Like, I mean, I know the values of this item. I know how good it's on a hero like Medusa, and there's no MKBs coming out, so it really is useful. But it doesn't seem to be hitting hard enough. I think he's got to find something more. But at the same time, got to feel the need to BKB. He almost wants to be fighting in those sleeps. He wants to be able to deal damage, and at the moment he just seems to be pretty much just being danced around, leaving the fights pretty much unharmed, but not able to really put any damage on the opposing team either. So sitting on 5k, 6.4k is a lot of money on Rainbow at the moment. I mean, that is a huge amount of net worth at the moment. See, at 22,000 net worth, he can pick up another pretty much whatever item he wants. What's it going to be is the question. Does he go for that sort of MKB or perhaps even the Daedalus? Or does he commit to that BKB so he can just stick around those fights, be alive, or rather be awake when the sleep happens? If you were in his shoes, where would you go? What would your next go-to item be? I would say I think it would just go flat damage. I mean, Rainbow has no problem surviving these fights, and the whole of Ventus Gaming is petrified of him. They turn and run at the sight of him for the most part. So I think if he just manages to get
even more damage items, so that when he actually, if he manages to come around the back of a team fight like he did in the last one, that he can actually get those hero kills. So something like a Daedalus, I think, would do
I'm not
him
sure
well.
if it's just me, but I'm getting like a bit of a robot from you at the moment.
Let me just check. Give me a second.
That's perfect.
Is it
now,
better?
now, it's perfect now.
No, I smell my brother doing something on the internet, I believe. Probably it was just for a second.
See.
But I mean, there's just so many core items up on so many of these heroes. I mean, we've got the full heart is now up on Nitrate, so I mean, he is tanky. He's got the BKB. He's still got a 6 seconds on his charge, plus the Argonum Scepter. So I mean, it's really good farm coming out from him. Kronos has got his Manta Style, it's got Radiance, and he's heading towards his heart. 1,400 gold on him. Zeke's picked up a Heaven's HellbirD. What do you think about this, HellbirD?
Well, you know, for obvious reasons, I'm a fan of the item. So I would have preferred to the Agnum Scepter. Got to say, it just does so much for him at the moment. It means that you can't even BKB through the sleep. It does a huge amount. That said, Heaven's HellbirD is exactly. You know, it does what the item says, and it makes a big difference. At the moment, we're looking at Rainbow as a prime example, and saying, okay, this guy who we're managing to kite at the moment, he doesn't have anything to stop this. You can take him out and ignore him for 3 seconds in a team fight. You know, I think sometimes we sort of get wrapped up in how long these fights go, but a fight is only around, I mean, like 10 seconds is these sort of engagements. It's decided in those first 10 seconds. If your sort of number one role, if the guy with the most farm in the game is not able to do anything of value for the first couple of seconds, then it's really significant. So we'll see how it works out from. I would have loved to see the Agnum Scepter. Hopefully we still will. It's definitely interesting.
Yeah, without the Medusa going at BKB, it's pretty much ensured that he can get that HellbirD onto the Medusa, who's dealing a majority of the teamfight damage for Rain Gaming. And I mean, you can't count out the Jagged Knight, who's working his way. He's actually about 400 gold off of Kiras if he wants it. I imagine that 44 minutes into the game that he will most likely want some buyback gold, just because of how important that is at this stage in the game. But he's not going to be the obvious target for the HellbirD. I think it's going to go straight into the Medusa every time. And if the Medusa's not taking for 5 seconds, that could be the opportunity to take down his teammate, so that then Ventus can turn around and take him out. And it's going to be... It's all about positioning in these team fights at the moment. And Ventus are doing well to stay in this game. I mean, if you look at the golden XP graph, it's now at 3,500 gold. And that's absolutely nothing at 45 minutes into the game. XP around 10,000, so the Radiants still have a slight levels on advantage, but the levels are so high that at this stage of the game it's just a couple of levels and stats that we're dealing with.
And you can see what they're doing though. I mean, this is pretty clever play. It's still really hard to bring this hero down, and they're just kind of just setting him to the front lines. I tell you what, if they can find an Aegis, which is not far away. Rayjon's been a little bit quiet this game, but he'll soon. If they can find an Aegis on Rainbow, they could force the mistakes. They could just say, okay, you go and hit that tower. If they don't want to hit you, that's fine. If they do want to hit you, we will have the edge with the engagement here. So options open to him, but he's sitting on a lot. What did he buy? He bought Boots of Travel.
Yeah.
The Travel is in place in Rainbow as well now. And BKB.
MKB.
Oh yeah, MKB, yeah.
Oh, this Aegis could be huge. Oh, it's not up yet. They are searching around. They are under cover of smoke as well. They are really looking to get this Aegis done. They are going to get picked out, so they know that something's up because of the illusions. But Nagasiren's picked up his heart as well, so he doesn't have money for buyback. Neither the Medusa on the side of Rain or the Nagasiren have money for buyback at the moment, which is quite an interesting choice considering it's 40. I mean, at this stage of the game, having those 10 lives it's incredibly important.
Oh yeah, one mistake could mean the end of the game if you don't fly back. So, I mean, consider how quickly these teams could just rip through these sides. I mean, Nitro, obviously we know the effect that the oh, hold that thought, middle lane Rainbow just beating down on that tier 3, and this is what we spoke about. They're happy to kind of allow this to happen. You can see Smash just in the surrounds. You just want to make sure that nothing gets too far out of control here. But they can deal a lot of damage just without much risk. One thing that's happening that is a problem, the Nagas, Siren Illusions, down in the top lane, pushing into the racks, and these things can go for quite a while and rip through this. See that last Riptide come through as a little bit of damage will be dealt there, but more importantly, Roshan's up, and I don't think Ventus are reacting to this in time. They can take it down very fast. If they commit, they should be able to bring it out. They're kind of aware it's going to happen. Ventus is being led, Zeke charging down, Roshan pretty close to death, and oh, they're gonna walk straight to Lighten Up. Lighten Up immediately uses his ulti. It's on Grime at the moment, he's forced off him down, but it's not enough. The ulti comes through from Nagasari, and they manage to pick up the BKB here. There's the Earth Split. This is gonna be huge to get the timing right. No! It's wrong. The ulti is from Static Storm being thrown in. Rainbow, the Reiner thick thing, just fighting. He loves warriors. Smets with the epicenter. This is a huge fight for Rain Gaming. Nitwraith on the run for his life. He's being slowed, forced off forward. Nitwraith falls. Grime, last man standing with the help of Kronos, at least he's very far away. Grime does fall. Roshan very low. Doesn't matter. I stand corrected. Flaming Sheep's alive.
Yeah, that's gonna be the Roshan kill. Flaming Sheep was standing here when that fight started. That's why the Ancient Apparition ulti was so big, because he was absolutely nowhere near the team fight, but did manage to stay alive. Naga obviously staying alive as well, but I think the big problem is now going to be this Aegis that is on the, and that's the cheese as well. It's a third rush for the game, which are both going on to, Rainbow's just going to eat it straight there. No interest in keeping the cheese for any of his teammates. He's just going to use it and carry on with his life, and he's up to 4,700 gold. What a team fight from Rain. I mean, they were pretty. Lighten Up was very out of position when that team fight started, but he managed to keep things together, and now it looks like we may see some racks coming out here.
Yeah, I mean, this is a shot. Oh, Slim's pretty sneaky, and what he went in here. He went in. He's pulling them back. We see the ult come out from Rainbow. Zeke falls on the side. There's the ult coming out from Kronos. Flaming Sheep is still frighteningly low. He heads for the kills at the moment. Issue here. You can see Rainbow just beating down that tier 3.
Rapier.
Oh wow.
He doesn't think he's gonna die, so he's picked himself up an extra 250 damage in the bank. 300 damage outlier. And he is, I mean, those split arrows are suddenly just, the supports can't even stay around him because they will die in 2 or 3 hits. But if he loses this rapier, I mean, that could be game.
If Naga picks up rapier, I think they might have a problem, yeah. Ventus need to weather the storm. If they can just survive the 6 minutes, don't even worry about taking the edge, just letting it pop. But he is just going to look at the damage he's doing. I mean, he's just doing so much, but they do engage him. The Earth Splitter goes through. It's going to hit Rainbow. Rainbow's going to take a lot of damage from this. Does get stepped up as well. Commander spin in the thick of things. Rainbow that backlines and just starts smashing down on Kronos. Kronos tries to pop the ulti, isn't able to. Rainbow's so low, is going to fall here, but he managed to pick up the Flaming Sheep as well. Godlike on Rainbow. Buyback by Kronos. Buyback by Kronos. Rainbow in a lot of trouble here. Rainbow's gonna fall. Smets in. Rainbow falls. The Divine Rapier's on the deck, picked up by Kronos. My word, Smets is gonna get thrown down here. Who's left here? Rainbow buys back. He wants to pick it back up. We see that ult come up. Gonna pick up Nitwraith, but Kronos still has the rapier. He needs to get these racks. It's never been more critical. Starts beating down. Nitwraith back in the thick of things, and Rainbow's going to be forced out. My word, desperate times for Rain Gaming. He's got to give it up. He's got to give it up.
Drop. Yeah, he has to get back to safety. His rapier is gone, and that is a huge. I mean, they didn't take racks, and they've given Kronos a divine rapier. Oh man.
Oh wow. Look at the net worth. The net worth just jumped. Rainbow was ahead the entire game, and all of a sudden, Chrono's sitting pretty top of the log, just behind him.
That's oh man. The
Oh,
rapier
wow.
throws. If Rain lose now. Just well, I mean, Rainbow's got 760 gold on him, so he's probably working towards that rapier again.
That rapier. Oh wow, man, that is heavy stuff. That is heavy stuff. It was just.
He lost so much gold in that fight. Not only did he lose the rapier, he bought back and TP'd in to try and get his rapier back after he lost it, and didn't manage to do it. So essentially a pointless buyback for him, and which has now left him looking rather poor actually in terms of the cause on. Razor's managed to pick up himself up a Demon Edge. Obviously, Nagasaran's picked himself up a Rapier, so he's feeling pretty good about himself at the moment.
Cronus has not moved from the place where he got that rapier. I just imagine the guys doing a little happy dance, just sort of taking a moment to enjoy what has just happened here. And he picks up his diffusal blade. So now you can't run from him either.
And Diffusal Blade does extremely good work in getting rid of the mana shield from Naga from Medusa as well. So that's maybe it would have been an option even earlier than this. But I still, regardless, I like the pick, and yeah, that purge could make all the difference in a team fight.
Yeah.
This is close, man. Oh.
Well, let's take a look at the goal graphs. 35-34. It's still very far in Rain's favor. Even the XP graphs still both sitting around about the 8k mark. It's I don't know. You know, this one is games where you kind of just want to sit back and watch, even as a caster, just to see what happens. It's so full of suspense at the moment. How this game is going to pan out is anybody's guess. You can take a coin, flip it up in the air, and see who's going to win this. Because Rain Gaming are certainly, you know, the loss of the Rapier is a massive blow, but it almost like kind of equaled things out. It kind of brought the suspense back. Rain Gaming looked to be in the place where they wanted to be. They were doing the right thing. They had the Aegis. Man, that's why you don't eat the cheese. That's why you don't eat the cheese.
Lessons to be learned, yeah. I mean, this is why we don't see rapiers that much anymore, just because of this sort of a stress effect that it puts on the game. Losing rapiers, gaining rapiers, it just makes the game way more stressful for casters and players than it already was. But I love the fact that the rapier has been picked up and lost in this game. It ticks every box for an epic game.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I mean, at some point you just got to say you kind of want Ventus to win. It's might sound biased, but Ventus have come back from so much. They've got the rapier. They've been on the back foot for so long. They have held on this entire game, and well, we want a game 3. Lighten up in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to BKB up. Chrono's going to try beat down him with rapier. Is there a net?
Look at that damage!
It doesn't matter. Did I just see? I just saw big numbers.
That's Batrider down for 72 seconds. Does he have buyback? He does have buyback if need be, so he can get back into this fight, but that's one fight down. I mean, and it looks like Ventus are want to push high ground here. They've got the Argonauts on this tower. Yeah, they've got the Argonauts on that on the Razor, so this tower is not going to be long for this world.
It's taking a huge amount of damage very, very quick. Those lightning storms just hit nothing but net. That is a lot of damage. He is also sitting pretty in 3.3k gold. They need the Batrider to pull Chronos. That's the way back. But Ventus Gaming want game 3, and what a spectacular series it's been, regardless of what happens here. Tower falls down. The racks are bare against the Rapier Naga. Commander's been glimpsed to the side. Pipe pops prematurely. Everyone's nerves are rattled. It's so obvious.
Rainbow's bought a BKB, but doesn't have enough gold for buyback. This is something I just want to note. And it could be fairly awkward. That is a 10-second BKB now, and if he gets caught out under cover of sleep while his BKB is on and just gibbed before his team can wake up.
Lol.
And Rapier Naga, exactly. it could. I mean, it could be even worse than it currently is, I think. But those Raxes are now bare, so they've got to be careful. Kronos and Night Wraith have been doing really well to split push and just keep these lanes pushed out on the other side of the map. Man, what an...
I don't mean to make this any more tense, but do you know who's been down for a little while and probably wanting to re-emerge any moment? I think this game's going to be decided by a Rosh fight, because this guy's not far off. And if somebody manages... Oh, wow. Could you imagine the amount of things that can go wrong here for either side at the Rosh pit? It's crazy. I think they know it. Lighten Up's in the surround. They know what's going on. These guys know the deal. You can see Kronos is being protected by his team. Look at this formation. I'm loving this, by the way. This is very deliberate. You can see that they're creating a defensive grid around Kronos at the moment. Make sure this man does not lose that rapier. I mean, I think he's probably gonna have to drop the diffusal or something to pick up that Aegis. But if he gets that Aegis, and you have to kill a Naga Siren twice with sleep, whilst he's just beating down on you with a rapier. Oh wow, it's gonna be a hard day at the office for Rain Gaming.
I wouldn't even know what... Yeah, I don't know what item I would drop at this point. Like, Manta? I suppose
dropping mantas. Like, I guess
casual mantas, yeah.
I guess it's not far off. I mean, I'd love to see if he's gonna do that. He needs to upgrade the diffusal blade. I mean, that money is cheap. I mean, you can re-scroll that as many times as you like. The game that's gone on this long. And I can tell you, my Steam and my Skype and everything is alight with people just messaging me about this game. So this has been spectacular.
I've learned to turn everything off because it picks up through my stream. I imagine I would have turned it on and just get messages floating through every corner. But it looks like under cover of smoke, they may just go for a sneaky Rax here.
Oh, this is so smart. But Roshan is up, and Rain are not committing to this just yet. In fact, they're TPing back the base, so they've got to defend this. And at the moment,
it's
just Smet. Smet's alone. Oh no, Smets, this is not where you parked your car. Smet's getting damaged heavily. He's gonna fall. Gem is down as well. Rainbow goes in. There's the Stone Gaze. He actually manages to get on Night Wraith, doing a lot of damage. Rainbow. He managed to pick one up. The Split Earth goes through. Not much damage. Rainbow under the Siren, getting ripped apart here. He's trying to deal his own damage, but he's gonna fall again. No buyback, but in fact no, bought back immediately. Turns around, 756 on the side. Come on, then tries to get the slow off onto Grime. Grime heading for the hills. There's the lasso. Who's on? It's on Kronos. Kronos has been lassoed. He gets stunned out. Where's the team that left him alone? Kronos is gonna fall. No Aegis. Rapier back in the hands of Ecstasy. Being pinked out, all of a sudden the game changes again. Rainbow now sitting with the BKB and the Rapier. This is what we wanted to see. We wanted to see the BKB up earlier, and the pings now coming out fast and furious. Roshan, surely the next target. No, because Rainbow is going deep in, TPing very far. Night Wraith trying to find. But look at the damage he can do. Look at the damage. That's just 2 hits.
That Rapier's back on him. They can't afford to fight him here. I mean, he's picked up a MKB as well, so there's no miss. Oh, Grime is in trouble here. That's most likely going to be a
nice flame break.
Nice flame break, just to keep him back, and that's him gone. The Heaven's Helmet goes over to Rainbow, so this is their chance to get the Rapier back. The ulti goes off from the Disruptor, but there is help. Light Nap's going to come through. The Sleep does go off, but Rainbow's popped his ulti, so they're going to have to turn around, and Kronos is going to go down again. That's a buyback. He's not going to be able to buyback again. Right, might go down again, and this could be game. Both cores are down on the side of Ventus, and Flame Break goes off to Zeke, and Zeke's going to go down here without much, and that's an ultra kill for Ecstasy Rainbow. He looks like he's going to go for the Rampage, and that's going to be a ramp. Oh, is it the Rampage? I don't even know.
No dice. He wants it. He's chasing. He's chasing. Rainbow just going to commit his losses here and just go for the racks. That's 2 racks going to fall on each side here. No way they can defend it. Kronos out of the game. What an amazing spectacle. It was just so much Dota of absolutely wonderful quality displayed with so many suspenseful moments, and
But this
In
is
the
our
end-
first game casting together HellbirD, and what a hell of a series it's been, man. Wow.
You said you brought the magic. I definitely can't deny that. This was an amazing match. Whew.
And
GG is
come
called.
out 61 minutes in, 42 to 37. Rain Gaming take the show match 2-0, but my goodness, HellbirD, what to even say about this game?
I think we just tell the players take a bow. This was an amazing series to cast, and although Ventus obviously would be disappointed, their showcase match going down to Rain Gaming, I think there's a lot of potential to build on there. It was an amazing game to watch. So many ups and downs. It was just, well,
I think they can stand proud. I mean, they put together a hell of a series. Yeah, Disruptor 0-12-21. He was going for the Melk Award that game, but unfortunately didn't manage to get it this time. But I mean, what a game for these two teams, and it just shows you the talent and the depth that South African Dota is creating. And
Oh, yeah.
it just gets me so excited for all the matches that are coming up in the Winter League.
oh yeah, it's gonna be really wonderful. So I mean, for those of you who did tune in tonight and you actually seen what the first division has to offer, it's certainly gonna be a lot of fun. I'm kind of sad to say goodbye. I want more. It's a pity there isn't more.
I wanted
but,
game 3, but we
oh,
can't
yeah.
have everything in life, can we?
That's all. What an amazing! I mean, we've seen it all. We've gotten
Yeah.
full of Dota. It's for Monday evening Dota. I think we can all sort of go to bed very happy. I'm sure there's going to be some Medusa rapiers being bought in the next sort of 60 minutes or so. But yeah, what a spectacle! And I mean, with everything going on, it's just an amazing time to be involved in Dota. I mean, TI4 around the corner, DGL Winter League coming up soon. It's just great. Anyways, I'm going to stop spamming.
Yes,
Shout out to the guys involved, the players,
Yeah.
to Ventus for organising this, nAvTV, and of course Demonic yourself on behalf of Ventus Twitch.
Where
for
can we
stream.
get hold of you, HellbirD?
Best in all is just find me on Facebook, which is facebook.com/HellbirDZA, and yeah, that's me. Thanks a lot for having me here. Demonic, I'll let you have the closing thoughts, and yeah,
Cool. Well,
yeah,
it's
it's
just
an absolute
my,
pleasure casting with you.
Yeah, hope to do this again sometime soon. Always a pleasure. If you want to follow me, I have a Twitch TV channel, which is twitch.tv/DemonicZA. You can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/DemonicGhostGaming. I have a YouTube channel as well, which you can find at DemonicZA or you can search for Demonic at youtube.com/DemonicZA, or just search for Demonic Ghost Gaming. The VODs for these matches will be available from tomorrow. And it was an absolute pleasure casting with the HellbirD, and a pleasant evening to you all.
Cheers, everyone.